Hey Wizards!
I'm Charlotte Wall.
I'm Brooke Baum-Kirshner. And this is BGTV.
This week we will introduce you to a 1976 Washingtonville grad with an important message about serving your community.
Adriana will shed a little light on a student athlete who is making a big splash at WHS.
We'll get close and personal with some of the high school's favorite math teachers.
Then we'll run over to Bear Mountain with Reagan Brockway to see how our runners have fared at their meet.
Finally, we'll see what Lucas is up to with this week's edition of the Not So Late Night Show. There have been so many talented people who graduated from Washingtonville High School.
So true, Charlotte. This Monday we were visited by Christopher Holshek, a retired colonel who wrote a book and speaks all over the country about the importance of serving one's community.
Lily Sirchek was there to cover his visit and to show that not everyone who serves wears a uniform.
This past Monday, one of our very own Washingtonville graduates, Christopher Holshek, who served in the military for 30 years, came back to remind students how important it is to be involved in one's community because it'll make the world a better place.
Service is just about doing things out of the goodness, literally out of the goodness of your heart. And the truth of the matter is service is how you live. It's who you are. And so when you open that door for somebody, or you see somebody struggling with something, or and you go to help them as an act of spontaneous compassion, that's what service really is.
So, this year, Wizards, make sure you thank someone who served. For BGTV, this is Lily Sirchek.
Colonel Holshek has to be one of the most inspirational graduates Washingtonville has ever seen.
Speaking of inspirational people, did you know that one of our divers made states this year?
Actually, I did hear about her. Madeline Klein, right?
Yep, that's her. And Adriana was lucky enough to be able to interview her this week on Everything Athletics with Adriana.
Let's check it out.
Hey Wizards, it's your sportscaster, Adriana Picone. Welcome back to Everything Athletics with Adriana. Wizards, welcome back to your weekly sports update. On November 4th, the cross-country team competed in sections at Bear Mountain. The boys' team placed second overall and the girls' team placed third overall. Both Derek Leiter and Ann Hagan will be competing at states with Peter Effinger as an alternate. Congratulations on an amazing season. The girls' varsity cheer team competed at sections on Saturday, November 6th and placed second to Minisink by 1.7 points. What a great season these Lady Wizards had. The JV cheer team ended their season scoring a 92.5 in their game day showcase at Delaware Valley on Sunday, November 7th. Awesome season, girls. The boys varsity football team unfortunately lost to Cornwall in the semifinals on November 5th. Congrats on a fantastic season. The girls swimming and diving team recently competed at sections. They ended their season placing second with a record of 10-1. Junior Kate Kennedy became the section champion of the 500 freestyle, and she will now be competing in states. Madeline Klein broke the school's record and also made states. Now let's hear more about how Madeline's dreams became reality. Hey Wizards, I'm Adriana Picone, and today I'm here with Madeline Klein. Madeline, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. So how old were you when you started diving, and what made you discover your passion?
I started diving when I was in 6th grade, and I discovered the passion because I didn't like swimming that much, and I thought diving was such an interesting sport, and I ended up really liking it.
That's great. So I heard that you broke the 11 dive record. How did it feel breaking that record?
It was a great experience having my coaches and my teammates be there for me and cheer me up. It was just a very wonderful experience.
And we have that clip right now, so let's watch it. Wow, that clip was so amazing. You are so talented. Thank you so much for letting me interview you today.
That was really impressive.
I know, I can't wait to see what she does in the future.
Okay, Wizards, it's time for this week's announcements.
Do you have what it takes? Join us for the Academic World Quest Challenge. We meet on Tuesdays, November to March at 2:15 in room 232. Questions, see Ms. Vaughn.
Attention juniors and seniors. Looking for a job? Come and check the jobs posting bulletin board in the guidance office.
The United States Army will have informational tables set up during lunches on Monday, November 22nd for any students interested in speaking with them.
We are continuing our Pride, Passion, and Purpose Wizard of the Month program. We are accepting nominations for 1 senior, 1 underclassman, and 2 staff members each month who represent the values of WHS. This can be kindness, effort, talent, volunteerism, etc. Those selected as Wizard of the Month will receive a t-shirt and lunch with your fellow recipients and Mr. Connolly on the last Wizard Wednesday of the month. The senior who is chosen will receive a reserved parking spot for the month. Nomination forms are in the main office.
Literary Magazine is having their November writing piece. You can write about who has impacted your life most or your favorite holiday traditions. Your writing can be portrayed in a poem, paragraph, or whatever suits you best. Submissions are due December 1st at 3 p.m. and can be emailed to the Literary Magazine president, Delisa Harper. Be creative and get to writing.
The JROTC and the Middle School National Junior Honor Society, in conjunction with the New York Blood Center, is sponsoring a blood drive on Friday, November 19th in the high school library from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Donors must be at least 16 years of age on the date of the blood drive and weigh a minimum of 110 pounds and not have donated blood within the last 56 days. All donors must bring a picture ID, and all students must have a consent form signed by a parent or guardian regardless of their age. Forms are available during lunch periods and are also located in the main office or the JROTC bunker. 1 pint of blood can save 3 people.
On Thursday, December 9th, SUNY Orange will be hosting their virtual admission event for Washingtonville High School at 11:15. There is no application fee. Please contact your guidance counselor for additional information and to register for the event.
There will be a yearbook club meeting in the large cafeteria on Wednesday, November 17th at 2:15 p.m.
The Lake Street Marketplace has its grand opening weekend on November 12th at 13 Lake Street in Monroe. Make sure to check it out.
So, Brooke, who's one of your favorite teachers?
Miss Cenero. She's just one teacher I've bonded very well with because she made me feel really special.
I know, there have been so many amazing teachers that have come into my life since I started school. This week, Miranda is going to give us a closer look at some of the high school's favorite math teachers.
Oh my gosh, I hope they interview Mr. Lucan.
Hey Wizards, this is Miranda from BGTV, and we're going to take a closer look at some fun facts about your favorite math teachers. Let's go!
I'll tell you what, I love making new memories every year. It's a fine place. It's changed over the years, and every year there's a new group of freshmen coming in, and I love seeing them adapt to the high school, maturing, and graduating.
Walking into Browntown's calculus class and all of them cheering me on. Yay!
My favorite teaching memories are when at the end of the year, when I have students that come up to me that I've had previously tell me how an amazing experience they had in my class and how much fun they remembered.
To go with taking Odyssey of the Mind to the world competition out in Michigan and getting 10th place.
That was not my favorite memory because he was out in Michigan and I was home with the kids for a few days. And I think we lost power while you were gone. That was not one of my favorite memories, no. But I enjoy meeting everyone every year, so all of the kids I've ever taught are my favorite memories.
Oh, that is way more humble.
Some of my hobbies include, but are not limited to, I love teaching in every aspect of my life. Yeah, I know it's my profession, but I love teaching teachers how to be better teachers as well. I love helping people. I love giving directions. I love explaining things. It's humanity.
So some hobbies I have, I play piano and compose music.
I like running and I love old cars.
So right now I'm enjoying helping my son with soccer and baseball and the girls with softball and Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. So a lot of my hobbies are around my kids right now.
No, his hobby is disc golf. He's become a semi-pro disc golfer.
That is true.
And
that is true.
He's been doing a lot of disc golf. So although he likes to think he's helping with the kids, he's been playing a lot of disc golf also. I have learned to knit and crochet. So I have been working on some rectangular things because they're the easiest.
I'm half Puerto Rican.
One girl tried to insult me one time. She whispered, "You love math." And I said, "Time out. I love teaching. Math's just my vehicle to help kids out."
That I actually enjoy doing math.
I'll let her go first this time.
I started out as a history major, so I almost became a history teacher and not a math teacher, but I made the right choice. History's awful.
I did a study abroad in Australia, in Sydney, Australia. So I studied a whole bunch of math classes for one semester in college.
We actually get to talk to each other at work sometimes. So we had lunch duty a few years ago, and it was a time that we actually got to talk to each other without having the 3 kids around. But
it is nice to get to see her every single day, but we did share a classroom one year. That was not...
It didn't go well.
That did not go well. So, Mr. Connolly, if you're listening to this, please do not share classrooms with married teachers.
Yes, do not recommend.
So nice to see Mr. Lucan. He's one of my all-time faves.
Yeah, it's so refreshing to see how many teachers really care about their students.
Last Thursday, the cross-country team competed in sections at Bear Mountain.
I heard that a couple of their seniors actually qualified for states.
Reagan Broccoli was there to give us an inside look.
I love the cross-country team because every year new people join, freshmen, and I love making new friends. Going to the meets is probably one of the reasons, like my favorite reasons of cross-country, because I love cheering on my teammates. Like the dynamic between the boys and the girls team is so good.
Let's go, Jerry! You're doing great! Come on, Jerry! Come on, catch him! You got this! Catch him!
Washingtonville's very own Ann Higgin improved her time from the county's meet the prior week by 51 seconds, running 19 flat, which placed her third at the section meet. She has earned her spot in representing Washingtonville in Section 9 at the state's meet.
How'd you feel running up the giant hill they have here?
Tired, exhausted, very, very, very tired. Yeah, it was nice to be over though, so that was good.
It's like 40 degrees out when you guys were running, so how'd you stay warm?
Well, I wear long socks, and the long socks kind of double up as like a extra pair of leggings for me, so it just kind of took away the cold.
Are you excited to train for the next step at making states?
Sure. Yeah, I'm very excited to get training for the next step and hopefully qualify for federations as well.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Derek Leiter also earned a spot at the state's meet running 16:21, which was a 21-second improvement from his last time running at Bear Mountain. He led the team to place second in sections and to be division champions.
To prepare for this meet, I went to bed early and I had pasta the night before. I usually do that. I would consider this course pretty easy. It's one of my favorite courses, and that makes it easier for me. My favorite thing is all the scenery, running around the lake. It's very nice. I'm gonna miss the team because the team grew to be like a family to me.
Great job, Wizards.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's go behind the scenes for another episode of the Not So Late Night Show.
Hey, Wizards! Welcome back. You're watching another episode of the Not So Late Night Show.
It's not so late. It's not so late. It's not so late for a late show.
I'm your host, Lucas Kaufman, and today I'm being joined by the one, the only AP Environmental Science teacher at Washingtonville High School, Mr. Williams. How are you today?
Excuse me, sorry. I'm fine, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. Now, Mr. Williams, you've taught a lot of people throughout the years.
I have.
Me being one of them. Please stop giving so much homework. But anyway, why AP Environmental Science?
Well, my kids gotta eat, you know? Seriously. I majored in environmental science. That was my first college degree. I got a bachelor's degree in that from Plattsburgh, and then I got a second bachelor's degree in earth science teaching. Mr. Falcone was actually the AP environmental science teacher before he retired, and once he was going to retire, I said, well, I majored in environmental science, I really like the topic, maybe I should take over the class. So I went to my supervisor, she agreed, and I started teaching it.
Amazing.
Wow.
Now, Mr. Williams, as a teacher in the field of science, I'm guessing you conduct a lot of experiments?
Not as much as I did when I was in college. It's more about teaching the experiments, but every once in a while, yeah.
Well, if I've learned anything from your class, a big skill when conducting experiments is your observation skills. Is that not correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, well today, Mr. Williams, we are going to put your observation skills to the test in a new game called What's in the Box. All right, Wizards, here we are with our brand new game, What's in the Box. In this game, Mr. Williams will have to stick his hand into the box and try to find whatever objects are in them. While doing so, he has to guess what he's sticking his hand into, because obviously he's blindfolded and has no idea what's actually in the box. Let's get started. There you go. Go ahead.
Was this taken out of a toilet?
No.
Okay, that's really good news, because I got really worried there for a second. It actually feels like cream of wheat cereal. That's what it feels like.
It's definitely not that.
Okay.
So what was your final guess on that box?
What it is?
Yeah. Cream of wheat? We're going with cream.
I'm going with either cream of wheat or a decomposing corpse.
Okay. All right, well, now on to the next one. Just gonna put your hand right there. Right there.
This feels like feathers.
The final box. Go ahead, stick your hand right there. Mm-hmm.
Ew. This feels like spaghetti.
Good guess.
So it actually feels like spaghetti that you poured water on, or somebody had in their mouth whole and then spit it out.
All right, Mr. Williams, you can take off your mask and see what you were putting your hand in the whole time.
Well, now notice, I didn't really use proper science because I didn't even try to smell them and use other scent. Ooh, holy Moses.
So in box number 1.
I should have smelled them, but I was afraid what was in there and I didn't want to have to need like a hepatitis shot.
Fair. In box number 1, you stuck your hand in artificially made snow.
Okay.
Not too bad. Not
No.
too bad. In box number 2, you stuck your hand in feathers. You got that one right.
All right.
And in box number 3, you stuck your hand in spaghetti and oil.
Yeah.
So close, pretty close. You got the one right as well.
That's more linguine, but you know, it's close.
Okay, so sorry. Well, Wizards, thank you so much for joining me today for our very first game on the Not So Late Night show. Thank you, Mr. Williams, for joining me. And I hope you tune in next week.
That's all for this week, Wizards.
Make sure to check out our podcast and newsletter.
I'm Brooke Baumkirchner.
I'm Charlotte Wall.
Stay classy, Wizards!